Women.
We are doing
Well, very nice. Okay. So you want to talk, or I want to hear from you first about you? Ladies, what you do? I heard you are trying to change the whole world.
yes, ladies first. So
Yes. Yeah.
ladies first.
Okay.
Okay, we are Young Urban Women's Movement.
Young
Urban Women's Movement.
urban women movement.
Young Urban Women.
Urban
It's
women
right
movement.
here.
Take it. Okay.
We've been in the 16 for about 5 years now. We started as a project with 9 communities in Tamale here, with 1,000 young girls, in-school, out-school. The age ranges from 15 to 35 years. And then we are also, at that time, as a project, we're also in Accra with 1,000 girls in the Greater Accra region, which is Accra. And as time goes on, now we are a project. We are no more a project, but a movement on its own, whereby we have this empowerment platform for schools trainers to come and also train us. When we started, we were having peer educators, group leaders, advocacy platform members, and each and every one and what they do at a point in time. So we are currently on our phase 4, where we deal with unpaid care work, decent work, and then body integrity. And then we also check on economic security, the kind of work women does without any payments. So that is what we are dealing with, and then we are stretching our arms to welcome any other youth group that comes to help, or that comes to also be empowered by the skills we have here. So I'll just give you a brief. And now we are almost 5,000 members, because yes, we are now into 8 regions. We are into Upper East, Bono, Ahafo, Greater Accra, Western Region, Northern Region, Savannah, and Northeast. So we are into 8 regions now, and we are almost hitting our 5,000 targets. Yes. So that's just a brief. I'll do.
Very nice.
If you need anything
How old
else.
are you, sir? How old are you?
Me,
Yeah.
24.
MashaAllah. Okay. Very proud to meet you all. Let me know your
We
name.
didn't introduce, so
Yes, please.
So I'm Hafsat Reza.
Hafsa.
Reza.
Just tell me the first name. Barely I remember first name.
Okay.
Hafsa, mashallah. Very good.
Hafsa.
You know Hafsa, who's Hafsa?
The Prophet's wife.
Yes. What means Hafsa?
Hafsa is a guardian. Or a protector.
MashaAllah. Okay. Your name?
Hafsa.
Huh?
Hafsa.
Hafsa
I'm
too?
also Hafsa. Yes.
Hafsa too. يا يعني
No, Hafsa 1. She's Hafsa 2.
okay, Hafsa too. Okay. Yes.
Rahina.
Rahina ولا رحيمة?
Rahina.
Rahina. You know what means Rahina?
No, please.
No, please. Should I tell you or I not tell you?
Yes.
Rahina means custody. Yeah, custody of someone. Yes. Okay.
Khadija.
Khadija, mashallah. What is Khadija? You know why they call it Khadija? Huh? Prophet.
Yes.
Wife also. First wife.
First wife.
Right? Yes. Okay. The most loved wife of the Prophet. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yes. Okay. What about you?
Rahel.
Huh?
Rahel.
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 Yes.
Rahel
Yeah.
means يعني you know what means Rahel?
It means a lamb.
Huh?
A lamb.
A lamb. No, but also Rahel in Arabic, also maybe a lamb, I'm not sure. But Rahel means that's taking a journey. Yeah, okay. What about you, sister?
Habiba.
Habiba, mashallah. Also Habiba is Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, يعني relative. Okay. So I'm very happy to be here. I get positive energy when I see young girls like you trying to change their community. And you remind me, I have 6 children. I have 3 girls, 3 boys. So I start with girls so that you don't get angry. Okay, depends on. For the boys, I will say 3 boys, 3 girls. One of my youngest children is Amna. She's now in 3rd year medicine. But Amna decided to have a different story in her life. And I'm sure each one of you will be written a different story about you when you leave this world. Okay? And maybe when you are alive also, if you are lucky, inshallah. Okay? Amna was running our conference in 2016. We're going to do a conference in Bahrain in February also, 2020. But she ran the conference. She was 13 years old. Okay, and she did her 2 NGOs, non-registered because she was under 18, but still she ran NGOs. Also many people with her and so on to help the poor laborers. You know, in our countries there is lots of foreign laborers to give them water, to give them support, to give them improve their quality of life. Besides, she got while we used to go to different countries to enjoy our time in summer. She always go to poor countries herself. Okay. For that, this lady, I tell her, whatever is her profession, she'll be doctor or engineer or whatever, she'll be always different than other people, I believe. Not because she's my daughter, no, I'm telling you, this is people, they take their own decision. Okay. So that's, for that I'm proud of all of you. I see all of you in my eye is Amna, another Amna, okay. So, and I wish you all the success, inshallah. Now, I understand from you is that you work on girls empowerment, specifically, which we attended. Did you attend the forum 2 days ago? You were there?
Yes.
Okay, good,
All of
great.
us, yes.
Great. So anyway, I didn't have time, as you've seen. I didn't have time to talk and so on. Unfortunately, even though I watched, I to give even 3-hour workshop. But what I wanted to tell you is that we don't work on girl empowerment only. We work on girl, as you remember, maybe you heard from me. I'm not sure we were in the front or back because also the sound was not clear. We work on girls' development and girls' advancement. Please write these words. Give her this is a paper. Give her a paper. Okay, you have pen? Or I'll give you pen. Okay. So we work on 3 levels: girl empowerment, girl development, girl advancement. What is the difference? I'll give you example very quickly so that you understand. Okay. Girl development will be similar to an example of development. Okay, I mean advancement. Advancement means that you are putting a plan, a major plan for the whole area. Okay, not or the government put that. Sometimes a big NGO, inshallah, will become 5,000 means a big NGO. Okay. You put a plan what you want to do to change your community. Change your community means how you will measure. So that you have to have a measurement. Advancement cannot be claimed. You can't say how many people you trained. It means you did the advancement. It doesn't mean that you train me, I'll be changing, right? Let's say, imagine I'm a girl. I might not change after your training. Okay, I'll get the training, I'll get certificate, but I don't do anything. Or you give me skill training, but I don't do anything. Advancement means that these girls, they started to change their community. Not even they change themselves. Okay, so this is what's called advancement. I put this for governments, not only for NGOs or something like this. So that's one type. If you are interested, I'll send you also plans like this. So maybe if you're interested to read. If you are not a practitioner like me, which you don't like to read, also I can give you presentations and so on. There is other type, which is we call it what? A development. Okay. You are with me? Okay. So the other type, Hafsa, is what? Is about development. And this development means that we change the amount of influence. So I will not only train these girls, but also I'll make sure that they do something relevant to this training. If you give me a training relevant to tailoring, or training relevant to taking care of the family, or training relevant to, let's say, dressing, okay, or whatever, okay, type of trainings you give me, or maybe becoming a businesswoman, and you don't follow me up, still you are not doing what? Development. So development means that she or her family started to benefit from this training, okay? Did it influence their community, her house or not? Okay. So this is the second one. So the difference between development and advancement is very similar. Advancement means no, they started to change the whole community. It's very clear. Government, they started to tell you, come and present for us your story. United Nations, UNDP, UNIDO, these economic forum, they start to call you, come teach us what you do. So this is a high level. Okay. The first level is empowerment. Empowerment also, we don't go for the way that you are training. Most of the training we do, unfortunately, as NGOs, we do it inside such areas, right? We do opposite sometimes. We take people directly to the field. Okay? And we challenge them to solve a problem. So you can empower women. You remember that second girl who stand up and she said, my parents are forcing me to get married and I don't want to get married now. I want to finish my education. You remember that?
Yeah.
Okay? Now this girl will be more persistent, more perseverance, more passionate to continue whatever condition. The condition we cannot control. This only God can control the condition. Okay? But what we can do, we give her type of intrinsic empowerment. That even if she get married and she forced to get married, still she's going to do something relevant to her family, to educating her family, and to educating herself, maybe as part-time. And maybe she finish university and become professor also. There's lots of stories today about today in the world about this issue. Actually, this will be a better story than the story of a woman who was relaxed, her family supporting her. Maybe your family is like that, okay? Letting you work on GO, you finish your education, come from middle class. That's a normal person. But this lady, if she managed to do that, and this is what we want to do. We want to create for each one we train, a story. And this story, if you don't carry it, you as a trainer, facilitators, in your mindset, you cannot give it to others. Okay? Leading by example. So we have to have each one of us this passion. We want to show them, also we are trying to create our own story. Even though maybe you are in a better situation than them. Okay? Maybe you are less, maybe you've gone through some problem of violence, some problem challenges, but now you are not in that stage. Okay, you managed to come out. So it's not the idea of I tell the girl, okay, if you are having this period, what you do, if you are doing, okay, this is services. You continue to do that. Most of the NGOs doing that. If you want to differentiate yourself, mashallah, you have 5,000, you can influence the whole Tamale with the girls. Yes, maybe you are in a specific region, I'm sure you're working. But still, this will spread. It will come from this region, and will spread. Because these girls, for sure, they will gonna move around. Okay, get married or will go to work, go to school somewhere else. Okay, so if they carry your ideas, your thoughts, for sure they're going to change the whole community. I was telling them in the car. I didn't know that I'll meet you. I was telling them in the car, if you want to change the community, and I'm not joking, not because I'm not bluffing because of you. This is unfortunately, see, I'm saying that this is the fact that is shocking me. I didn't find it anywhere. I capitalize in men. I end up, I capitalize in 90% men. I end up with 90% what? Women. Why? Because this is fact. They are the only ones who are willing to work. They are persistent. They take lots of challenges, and they have this perseverance. I'm telling you, it's strange. Subhanallah, Allah giving you something that didn't give men, lots of things. So you have this power. Be proud about it. Okay? Utilize it as much as you can. So I am inviting you first. All of you in our group. We're doing what type of a group? All your board members should be in that group. Okay? Because all of you is leaders when you are representing yourself. This is number one. Number two is that what we can do for you. First, I want to train you and train your leaders. You should define in your community. I'm sure they have coordinators or something like this. Am I right? Hafsa? Okay. So define who are your coordinators. We need to train you. Now, since there is no time to train you, first of all, we are inviting you today. I'm practical now. I'm inviting you today to attend one of our training. Now we are doing it here in a church. Where is the place?
Presbyterian Lay Center.
Near here.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, near here. Okay. And we'll give you. We'll also provide lunch to encourage youth to come also. We are selecting youth from which is the youth coming?
You.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
From that.
Yeah. So anyway, that will encourage you because I don't want to show nowadays. Maybe will be I'm not sure boys or girls, but I want you guys to be there also. Okay. The idea of my training will give you what I can do. You have to listen to me. I want you now to listen. This is only a sample. I'm not prepared. Just what will affect you. What I've seen. What are the abundant opportunities in this region? Don't tell me the opportunities in the south and you think of migrating to the south or migrating outside the country. This country is the best country, better than the Arab world. Okay? I will talk to you about later. This is by fact, not by. Okay? So this is a sample training of what I can do with you, and I will send you a PowerPoint by voice. and it is PowerPoint, and also my voice will be there. Okay, so that you collect your people and you go to their community. You take with your laptop the projector, and you put it like it's like a film. Okay, because I talk about specific issue you want me to focus on. Okay, and how we solve it. Okay. Second issue, and this will be like a training for you because I don't want to continue to do this. It's like when we started 2-3 communities, then you'll do it in your own local language. Because you need to be there also translating it to the local language, not to have this language barrier. Okay. Second thing, also, and the second thing, we might have a Skype meeting for your leaders. You have a computer, I hope. No, not yet. Okay.
We use our phones, but we can get computer from.
You can rent a computer now. Anyway, later, and we'll give you computer. Okay. Once we see that you are serious, we'll give you, and we'll give you also your collaborating partners computers. That's one of our gifts for those who collaborate with us. Besides, we will now number three. I said Skype, sorry. Okay, number 2. Number 3, we want to run competition. I want Tamale is full of competitions. Okay, and I want the girls to win. I will be biased to the girls from now. They work harder. Okay. Anyway, who's evaluating these? You think my wife? My wife, she's controlling the whole show. I'm just talking. She's the one who does all this work. All these 17 countries, she's behind this. Okay. So anyway, the competition, I will give it. You are running the competition in your areas. We have done with Yob. We have done with different organizations. Today we just came from the entrepreneurial hub.
What's Samakusi?
Okay. We are telling them the same, but I think you have the majority. Okay. So this is different competitions, not I. Later we'll bring one competition. Who's the best project from all among also. Now from you, how many projects you can bring? Let's say you bring 15 projects. 5 projects, we'll call them the top 5 projects. The winners will give them $100. Okay, so to encourage the winners, I mean the team. And the team is usually supposed to be from 10 to 15 to 30, up to you. You can hide. What is the challenge for them? I'll send you the details. He has the details. He will put it for all of us later in the group. We have a group that will be member of it. Okay, with your numbers and emails. I want your emails also. And this competition focus on what? This is what I'm telling you now. We want to work from girl empowerment to empowerment my style to move them towards development. By what? By challenging them to take a project to solve a community problem, a socio-economic problem. It might be a project relevant to solving only an issue like, for example, early child marriage or something like this, or it might be something relevant to bringing more profit margin for the community so that they live in a better quality of life. Okay, so that we find where is the opportunities, where is the abundance. There is lots of abundance here. Okay, but we need to give them support, training, and skills. Not the traditional way, tailoring. As if I'm saying, you are creating, not you, but I mean most of the women empowerment NGOs, they are creating the problem for the women by training them in specific issues, hairdressing, tailoring. Okay, what is the profit margin? Okay, and they create competition among them unnecessarily. Why should they don't go for coding to bring more money? Why they don't go for different entrepreneurial programs like improving profit margin of different products, okay, bringing a new type of agriculture, okay, and so on. So this is again the thing. For example, I found out, just I tell you example, I found out that lots of children in the road. Didn't you see that? Because women, they take them with them, no? Fathers, they are careless. Always women the problem, okay? So they leave them in the road. Okay, now this time can be a good time to create a kindergarten. Now I know that the kindergarten, these people, they maybe not prefer to afford to pay some money in the beginning. But if you start it, believe me, it will come. Even if it's a small thing, okay? You are very good in education, you are very good in caring, you are very good. So let us see what are the areas we should bring new. If I am different, you claim you are different, you have many followers. Bring new ideas, bring new products to the market. Utilize that the market is coming, the economy is coming like this. Yes, it's slow in Tamale. It's coming like this. This year you are much better than last year. So let me capitalize on that. let me find where is the new opportunities. Because the more I build them like this, the more I'm making their strength to be for all Ghana, then all Africa. You never know, maybe you'll be some of them, or you also among you, who will be the most best African social entrepreneur or social business or a businesswoman. Did you get what I'm talking about? So this is the area where I want to focus on. Any questions? Anything you need now? Other I did not mention.
You covered almost everything,
Okay.
and we really appreciate your comment. But we didn't know this was supposed to be this. We would have get something bigger to
Yeah.
surprise you.
Yeah.
That,
You can now still
that's
get.
the-
What time is our meeting? Challenge her, please. Yes. Huh?
Top 30.
6:30. Okay.
The next meeting.
So
Yeah.
I'm giving you free training and lunch also. Inviting you for lunch.
Oh, the other one
That
over
one
there.
is 5.
Oh, it's
No,
5.
no.
Yeah, 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
5
Yeah, today.
5 p.m.
for the training.
Yes.
Where?
Presby Training Center, opposite Ghana. So 2 hours.
So the rest can come.
Whoever can come. Not only you, you can mobilize maybe people around that area who can come.
But we have to know the number.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
by 3 p.m. you know the number.
By
But
3 p.m.
But for both of us, we leave it to Accra by 3 p.m.
Everybody's leaving to Accra. We're leaving to Accra also, but wait for us in Accra. We're coming after 2 days to Accra. Don't run away. Yes.
Yeah, and say those who meet in Accra, there's their other chapter in Accra. They have a different chapter in Accra. So
Oh.
there's the Young Urban Women Movement.
MashaAllah, you're having another chapter. You belong to you? Yeah, you are the leader or there another?
I'm the national
National
so
leader,
I
mashallah.
cover all the
But you are living here?
Yes.
MashaAllah. Okay, very good. Great. We are going to Accra. This guy, you don't have any appointments in Accra. Can you make appointments for your people there? Another challenge, quickly. Yes or no?
I'll do that.
Okay. Yeah. See, I'm providing you an opportunity.
When I
On Friday.
On
On
Friday.
Thursday.
by
Okay.
flight or bus.
We can stop it if don't.
By flight.
I-
I will give you the
The same
one
place
of
like
them.
We know even we
I
don't have
was
time even to
spoken.
see Accra, but still I'm saying this as I want to utilize as much as I can. Okay. And my keen is not to see. I don't care if I didn't see the country as much as I see the people. Okay. Okay. So, any questions, ladies? You have a question? No, you must have a question. I will not leave today without a good question. No, you know what now we are going to do, right? How we are going to do it? I told you how we are going to do it by 2 issues, right?
Yes.
First, starting competition. Okay? Do you need another type of competition? Because you know better, Hafsa. The 2 Hafsas, okay? All of you, okay? Do you know what type of competition you need? Any other type? Because I told you 2 types, right? About social entrepreneurship, or I mean about solving a problem, the community, or bringing a new business. Okay? Do you need, for example, something relevant to solving family issues? You might also come with that. Okay? I don't mind. As far as you are doing something on the floor, you can prove it, then I don't mind. Okay? That's much I am telling you, and you are willing to sponsor that. Okay? Yeah. Now we will send you, or you'll be you'll be with us in the group. Okay? Type of problems we solve. So it might give you ideas. So we have the same problem. Why don't we do that? Okay? So it will give you some type of problem. So I want you to move from traditional empowerment to disruptive empowerment. I'm disruptive person. You chose, no? Yeah. So disrupt your way. Means what? Don't follow the traditional empowerment. Okay? Because you can bring better people. Now we are passing the awareness state. Don't you think in most of the girls they know their rights?
Yes, they know.
They know. So what do you give them a lecture about rights and their rights, and what do they do? Actually demoralize them. Instead of motivating them, they demoralize them. Why? Because they know they can't do it. But once they see their parents, they prove to their parents they are more value added than boys. They can do something relevant to their quality of life, improving the economy of the family itself. It makes a lot of difference. Okay, so let's work on that, inshallah. Okay. Any questions, ladies?
So when do we start the thing?
Today.
Today.
When I go back home, practically, we will they will disseminate for me this data. We send you official forms for the competition so that you know how to fill the form. Very simple. I mean, when I say form, not complicated. Okay, just to fill the TH team. What is the project name? What is how they collect the data? Because I want to train them, and this will add another value for me, by the way. Okay, you have to give me money. Okay, what's the added value? It will bring for you income. And it will bring for you a scientific-based organization. Most of the NGOs, they work with what? With empathy, with sympathy. Sorry, because we saw this problem in our community. We go and do a training. We want to work with empathy. You know the difference between empathy and sympathy?
Yes.
What is the difference?
Empathy is putting yourself in somebody's situation.
Excellent.
Sympathy.
Example: if you wanted this water, because I am empathetic thinker with you, I'll give you this water in the right time, right? But if I say, Hafsa, take this water, Habiba, take this water, this is sympathy. Okay. You see how much, synchronized. Empathy means synchronization, total synchronization. So empathy comes with data. Doesn't come by enthusiasm. I say always, I have a slogan, enthusiasm is not enough. Enthusiasm is not enough. Okay? Knowledge even not enough. If I give you knowledge now, I give you knowledge, right? About ideas, about what you can do. Even if you don't see me, still you can do lots of ideas yourself. Profound knowledge only enough. Profound knowledge means that when we start to do things ourselves. Okay? So enthusiasm not enough, knowledge is not enough, only profound knowledge is enough. That's the way we can change our community, and we change the world. And you never know, Hafsat. Hafsat means many Hafsas, okay? And your Habibat, okay? Okay? And your sister Rahina, right? Okay? Is that you'll be maybe a role model for the whole world by doing such projects and solving such problems, okay? And we hope to invite you, inshallah, to our forums, wherever we are, this year in Bahrain. I don't think you'll manage to do that, but maybe next year, year after, and so on. And if you really does, let's say, and you have 5,000, you said 5,000 followers. Let's say, if we say 2,500, you can capitalize on them. I mean, they will participate. Out of this, let's say in each team there will be 50. But let's say, imagine that much, huh? Still you are having 50 projects. Right?
50 times 8 projects will be 400.
I'm saying 50 girls and 50 projects.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
So that much you are having, okay? You are probability that you make success story, that I will come, I bring the whole expert from all over the world to see yours. Just doing the project, even if you are not successful. See, by the way, always I say, and I remind you guys, I've been repeating this now. God has not told us that we have to do something successful. We try to be perfect, perfection, but perfection, the only perfect is God, right? We try to be perfect, I'm not saying don't try to be perfect. I am a perfectionist guy, okay? But God has told us, you do it. You know Nike, right? Just do it. Just do it now. Just do it now. Once you start it, you'll see that this idea will bring for you this idea. This idea, regardless how much weak the project is. Okay? So that's the idea, inshallah. We are working. Yeah, write your name, she will put you in the group. Okay?
Ibadat.
Hafsa, I want to promise you something else. Okay? If I see your work, I want to see more about your life. I will give you from now computer. I'll not wait. See, I didn't promise these guys. I know they don't have, but I promise you because I computerize you more. Okay? I'm serious. Okay? So show me what you are doing. Give me details so that later we'll correspond with you. and to buy a computer. Okay, because I think without computer today is very difficult to communicate with you. Okay, any other support we can, since I'm in video and other people is following me, any other support you need, essentially need? Let's say a computer, this one donation you are getting already. Yes.
Okay.
From me. Now from other people who's watching, maybe from my mother, from my relatives, from my friends, whoever. What is you need other essential support you found? يلا يا رهينة تكلمي عندك توك. رهينة watching زين أيوة. Not yet?
Yeah.
Think about it. Yes.
We have it.
Okay.
The support, we have so many things we need support about. Yes, but the specific one part is about the laptop.
Yes, this one, by the way. This one for my wife. Anything she's asking more. Maybe she need fridges. She need a plane. That's your choice. That's you have to collect that. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. That was just our problem, and now thank God and thanks to you too. You've just mentioned that you give us the laptop, and we can't wait for the laptop.
And maybe it comes with a printer also. I don't know.
Yes, okay, a computer, because it can come with different things, so we can't wait. And we thank you very much for that promise, and we are hoping.
But we need to see work first. You need to see that you started the competition.
Yes, we are always on our toes. We are always ready for it. We are always ready. So you will be surprised. We give you about 100 projects.
Okay.
Wow.
Mashallah.
Wow.
Yes, we surprised.
So give me that show because this will encourage the lady, my boss there. Okay.
Yes.
She's the Ministry of Interior or Ministry of Finance also to mobilize her forces. She's one of the top women experts in Bahrain, so that she will help you a lot. Yeah, I know that. So what is your other issues? Maybe you can write it to us. Now I know that you are under pressure, and I hope inshallah we see that
We can
this organization makes the difference for us. Okay. Any questions? Sisters here. Sister, remind me your name.
Right here.
Huh? Rahel, yes, Rahel, yes. Any questions? No? Thank you. You can stop it.